Tell-all part 1 was pretty juicy. Let's get right into it. Josh gets to the studio first, and he's there alone and lets everybody know that Lily might get a little defensive because she's very easily triggered.
Lily, she does get defensive if she hears something she doesn't like. So hopefully she doesn't get triggered by people asking us questions.
Yeah, okay. Then Joanne arrives and says she's a psychic, so she can pick up everybody's energy. So I'm wondering, how did you not pick up your son's energies when you were planning on abandoning them? Then James gets to the studio. Josh and James fanboy over each other. They're like, oh my God, you look amazing. Oh my God, you do too. Oh, you look so amazing. James points out that the three of them, James, Josh, and Joanne, oh my God, they all start with J's, James, Josh, and Joanne. The three of them have a commonality. They don't tell their family anything. Joanne then looks at James and she's like, my psychic abilities are picking up on a very calm vibe from you. You must be very calm and zen. What? He's not calm. He's so jittery. He's so anxious. That's the vibe I'm getting.
I'm feeling like your vibe. Your whole aura is like, I'm chill.
You?
Okay. I'm like, there's something going on.
So am I a psychic? I feel like everybody should call me Psychic Madame Poe. Joanne surprises the boys by bringing Sean in, and they're all fanboying over him. And real talk, like I'm not even gonna lie, I would be too. Damn, he's hot.
Oh my God.
Then Tata joins and surprises everyone. Surprise! Yes, I'm here. I'm in America. I threatened my husband James and got my way, so now I'm here. We're gonna talk about that later. Then Corona joins and hugs everybody. Everybody's happy to see everybody. I did kind of enjoy that. I thought that was very cute. Everybody's giddy. Everybody's happy. They're like, oh my God, nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Huh? I liked it. Then it's Shekinah and Sarper. They join the studio and everyone's like, oh my God, this is 90 Day Royalty. They're veterans. Because remember, they're the only couples of that entire season that have been on the show before, and they've done this before. They've done a tell-all before. So they're all like, oh my God, they all look to them as mom and dad and ask for advice. But Shekinah's backstage in her room where she gets ready, and she's like, I need a wardrobe, I need a mirror, I need a table, and I need a chair. Sarper, go find those things for me, Sarper. So everyone is sitting backstage, and Corona, she starts telling everyone how horrible Ingi is and how badly he screwed her over. She's rallying the troops. And it kind of seems like Daddy Sean knows a little bit more because he came in hating Ingi. Sarper thinks Corona is very noisy, very reactive, so annoying.
Ingi and Corona, totally different personality. Corona is so noisy, she is so reactive, so annoying.
Sometimes Sarper is so damn funny. So like I said, everybody looks to Shekinah and Sarper as their mommy and daddy of the tell-all because they're the ones who've done it before. So they give them advice. They're like, just be honest, just be yourself, and everything's gonna be fine. And I could just feel the nerves from Joanne and James. They were all jittery and they're like, oh my God, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. And I could just feel their energy. And I'm the same way when I get anxious. Like, you know, the butterflies in your stomach, but you also get nauseous, but you also get the prickly things in your butthole, and they're all simultaneous stabbing each other at the same time. And whenever that happens, I now take Vina Cloud 9. Okay, and once I pop one of those suckers in, I'm floating. On days where my mind is loud and chaotic, I pop a no worries and I'm chillin'. Also, ever since moving into my new apartment, I have been having trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. But that's not a problem when I take Vina's lights out. So this is what I do. When my full day is over and I'm ready to relax, wind down, and go to sleep, I take one and then I wash up and then I get in bed and then I start to feel calm. I start to feel relaxed and then I fall asleep and I stay asleep. Vina is co-owned by Tamara Judge from The Real Housewives of OC. It's a company inspired by providing products to empower a healthier, happier lifestyle. If you want to get free gummies, click the link in my description to get an entire bottle worth $70 for free. All you have to do is pay for shipping. There's no code, but you do have to make sure you get it through my link because it won't be available by just going to the website. So click my link and get your entire free bottle of gummies. Just pay for shipping. And thank you, Vina CBD, for sponsoring this video. A producer comes backstage and tells everybody it's time to start walking out on set, and Corona, as she's walking on stage to her seat, she sees Ingi on the video screen and she just gives him the finger as she walks over. Like, what the hell did he do that was so horrible and so bad? We still don't know, but we're gonna find out, right? Everybody gets in their seats. Sean Robinson walks out and she looks incredible per usual. She's so gorgeous. I don't know what she does or how she does it. She just looks prettier every single year. Like, what's her secret? Please share with me because I just look dustier, crustier, and mustier every year. 3, 2, 1, action! Sean says Dempsey and Statler broke up and they will not be joining. She forgot to add that Statler is freaking annoying online and she is breaking her NDA and she is trashing the show, yada, 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 but whatever. Then she goes around and does a quick catch up. How are you? How you doing? To every single couple. Everyone's like, oh, we're fine. We're good. Except for Corona. She's pissed. She's rolling her eyes. She's giving him the finger. She's giving him attitude. And Ingi does a nervous laughter. It seems like he genuinely was laughing because he was so nervous and shocked. But Sean's like, you're a piece of shite, you scumbag. You scummy ting you ad. I was like, oh my God, Sean, Daddy Sean. What? Why are you mad, Daddy?
You're lucky you're not sitting here in person. Oh, what? You know exactly what you're doing. You're a scumbag. No. You're a scumbag.
No, I'm not.
You really are, though.
Woo, they're throwing daggers already. So yeah, like I said before, I cannot wait to find out what horrible, awful, disgusting thing he did to Corona to warrant all of this. Now let's officially begin the digging and grilling, starting with Sarper and Shekinah. Shekinah says she tried really hard to adapt to Turkey, but she couldn't because her daughter's here, so they must live in America. Like, I tried really, really hard, but I just couldn't. Like, I don't speak Turkish, but Sarper speaks English, so he can adapt here to America. Sarper's not really happy about it, but he has to do what he has to do to be with the love of his life. Shekinah does not like Sarper's sense of humor because when he got to America, when he set foot, he made a joke saying, okay, American mommies, lock your daughters' windows and doors because I'm here. What the fork?
Parents, lock up your daughters.
No,
That's what you said when he got off the plane.
No, I said girls lock the windows.
That's a creepy ass joke. Is it just me? Who jokes like that? Lock your doors and windows, protect your daughters from me? And he's like, it's just a joke, Shekinah. That's a creepy ass joke. What is wrong with you? And then James is like, yeah, I can relate, Sarper. Tata hates my jokes too. I tell her, as long as my hands are full and my balls are empty, you don't have to worry about my eyes wandering.
And I told her, all right, well, when we go out in public, if there's 2 rules you should always remember. 1, keep my hand full and my balls empty, and you won't ever have to worry about anything.
What? What the forkin' forkity forked up fork? My balls have to be empty? She has to empty your balls for you to not wander your eyes? What kind of joke is that? Who's laughing at these jokes besides them? Nobody finds it funny.
But if you think I'm looking somewhere and you ever feel that way, if you made sure that things were taken care of, you'd never have to worry about that because you'd know.
Ha 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 ha. It's so funny I forgot to laugh.
Well, how does that make her feel when you're not in the same country?
Thank you, Shekinah. Thank you. Okay, so here's an interesting topic of discussion. Sarper doesn't want to share his location with Shekinah. He doesn't want her to ever go through his phone either. He wants to keep things private because if she were to go through his DMs and all his group chat with his guy friends, she's going to find a lot of things that she won't like, such as spicy pictures of women and men being men. It's filled with guy talk. They exchange spicy photos and tell each other what they want to do to these women.
For example, I'm talking with my high school friends and they are sending me some photos or something. I mean, I don't want her to see that.
Yeah, lads group chat.
Yeah.
Naked women, videos.
Comparisons, this or this, what would you do to her?
Ew. So according to Sarper, he doesn't contribute. He doesn't entertain anything. He just looks at the photos, looks at the commentary, and he just laughs. He's funny. He doesn't contribute. Yeah, sure.
For example, sending a photo of people and what would you do to her? One drops graphs, one open surveys, lick it, bite it, all of it, none of it, half of it.
Ladies or men, how would you feel if your boyfriend or partner or husband had a group chat and they were just exchanging explicit pictures of women and talking to amongst each other of what they want to do to them. I feel like that's a red flag. I don't know. I have a small male audience. I know there's like 20% of you, but is this normal? I mean, once in a while I get, like, if you find a very attractive woman or like, I don't know, maybe you're feeling extra corny. Okay, once in a while I'll let it go. But to have a dedicated group chat where they just do that, that's weird. That's gross. On my Instagram live stream yesterday, by the way, follow me at Potato Recap, we were discussing location sharing with our partners. The question is, do you share your location with your partner? Why or why not? And I feel like overall, people were split down the middle. Some people were saying, yes, I share for safety reasons and as long as like my partner is not constantly checking. And other people were like, absolutely not. We can just ask each other. I trust my partner. So I want to know your thoughts. Do you share your location? Why or why not? They bring on a lady from Sarper's past. Her name is Dee Dee, and they met 3 years ago, and they did hook up, and they're still in communication, and they're still friends. And Shekinah's like, Sarper doesn't have any female friends, so you guys aren't friends.
I don't think that he will cheat.
Based on what? Based on what?
I think he's a good guy.
I just think it's funny you have such an opinion.
Why?
Like, you don't even know him. Like a one-night stand and you like, no, he wouldn't cheat.
As soon as Sarper said that Dee Dee is a therapist, I was like, I hope she wasn't your therapist, because you should not be sleeping with your therapist. That is wrong. And then she tells Shekinah that she has nothing to worry about, that in her professional or non-professional opinion, that she doesn't think Sarper is ever going to cheat on her. And she goes, you're just a one-night stand. You don't even know him. You're just a one-night stand. You're one of those. You're one of the 2,500. I was like, whoa. Damn, Shekinah is mad. And then as Dee Dee keeps talking, she's like, I'm gonna go, okay? I'm gonna go. I can't look at that, so somebody come get me when she's off the screen. And she walks backstage. Apparently, Dee Dee and Sarper had been texting and keeping in touch, and he's like, we only chatted like 3 times. And then she pulls out her phone and opens up the messages, and she keeps on scrolling. She's scrolling. It goes on and 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 on. This is a song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. You guys remember that song? Why did that just pop up into my head? Anyway, we, the audience, were like, oh, this is so juicy. This is gossip. This is tea. This is crazy. Sarper, you bad boy. Oh my God. And then 20 minutes later, we find out that this was all before he met Shekinah.
This was before the relationship.
It was.
Yeah. It was before.
Why is she even on the tell-all? Nobody cares what he did before Shekinah. Oh my God, I hate how they made it seem like she was talking to him while he was with Shekinah. No, this was all before Shekinah. And I guess they maybe kept in touch once or twice, but I truly think he wanted to talk to her as a therapist. Like, he was probably like, oh, you're a therapist. Can you give me some advice on how to deal with my relationship with Shekinah? I think that's what it was. Oh my God, I cannot believe TLC wasted 30. Ow! I just banged. I got so passionate. You guys can't see me waving my arms, but I just banged my fist onto my computer. I was so mad that TLC wasted 30 minutes of our time on her. Then the topic of discussion is jealousy and how all the women on that stage are jealous. Josh says that Lily told him that once someone stops being jealous is when they stop caring about their partner. What do you guys think? Do you agree? And this is not a jealousy in terms of career advancements or like a life milestone. This has to do with your partner having friends of the opposite gender. Do you get jealous? Do you think jealousy is healthy? Why or why not? I feel like if my partner met a new friend and he kept hanging out with her and talking to her, I would get jealous, and that would be kind of a red flag. Like, I would just feel very uncomfortable. But if they were childhood friends, then that's totally different. I would understand that they were friends and they kept in touch. But it also depends on how often they keep in touch and how often they're seeing each other. Yeah. Next on the grill is Josh and Lily. Josh rates their relationship a 6 out of 10 and Lily rates it a 3. And as soon as she says the 3, he starts his waterworks. He's like, I can't stand him. She says he doesn't hug her, he doesn't show any affection, let alone make love to her. She says she's never felt so low, her confidence has never been this bad. And then he starts crying. His lower lip is trembling, it's shaking. He's like... He pulls a mother effing Gino and says, well, when I'm put down every day... Oh, sorry, wrong voice. That's Josh is like, well, when I'm put down every day and belittled... What?
Who's rejecting who?
When I'm being put down every day and belittled, I just don't have that desire to, make love.
Belittled what? She never belittled you. She never put you down. She's never done that. Shut up. Why are you making this up? What, she talks about money constantly? That's because she's spending so much money on your ass. And you're not helping. You're not doing anything about it. You're not even mentioning how once you're able to work in China, like how you're going to work, if you're going to work, how much money you're going to make, how much you're going to contribute. You avoid all the money talk. And that's not realistic in a relationship or a marriage. And so she keeps bringing it up and you keep avoiding it. So she has to bring it up again. And then you don't want to talk about it. And you think she's harassing you and belittling you because of that? I hate him. I hate him. I mother effing hate him. Ugh, and he plays victim again. And there's such fake ass tears. Where's his tiny little violin so we can play? So then all the guys are trying to help him, give him tips for the bedroom, how to spice things up, and Josh does not care. He could not care any less. He's smiling, acting like he's taking it all in, but it's going in one ear and out the other. He doesn't care. He's never gonna do it because he doesn't like Lily. He doesn't like her. He's like, oh no, I find her beautiful inside and out. Yeah, I really do. I'm in love with her. No, you don't. Stop. Shut up. Stop lying. Then the topic is body counts. And the question is, do you tell your partner your body count? And some couples do, while some couples don't, because they don't care. I personally don't want to know because it's going to get in my head. And plus it doesn't matter. It is in the past. Like I just don't want to know. But I think on that stage, every single couple knew each other's body counts except for Sean and Joanne. And then Sarper didn't know Shekinah's because he refuses to know. He does not want to know. He convinced himself that Shekinah, or he is her only one.
The person besides him, he can't handle the thought.
Yeah, weird. So Sean and Joanne don't know each other. They don't care. They're like, we don't care. The past is in the past. It doesn't matter. We still love each other, yada, yada. Then Sean Robinson goes, okay, well, if you don't care, then let's say it. What is your body count? And then Irish hottie McDaddy, Sean.
Okay, so let's do it.
2,600? No.
Why do I have a crush on him? He's so cute. Like I said, Sarper refuses to know. He does not want to know Shekinah's number, and he forces himself to believe that he is her first and only. And his eyes go pretty crazy when Sean Robinson asks Shekinah, what is your number, Shekinah? And he's like, don't say it. Don't say it, Shekinah. Don't say it. No. Did you guys see that? That's scary.
I literally would love to just tell him.
Tell him.
I feel like he would leave me.
So what is your number, Shekinah?
What?
That's creepy. Why is he so weird? Let's take a step back for a second. This question is so invasive and irrelevant. I mean, for Sarper, it's relevant because he made it his entire storyline for a season. So it makes sense to ask him questions about his body count. But to go around every single couple on that stage and ask them, what is your body count? That is so bizarre. And I'm sure Sean Robinson is told and instructed by her boss to ask these questions. So whoever is writing these questions for the tell-all, stop. Next couple on the grill is James and Tata. Oh, drama, drama, drama. Okay, so Sarper says Tata cries way too much. She's so annoying. She cries. Okay, everybody agrees. We all agree that she cries way too much. But it does seem like she can't help it. That's just how her body reacts. Like, what is she supposed to do? She can't, like, get surgery on her tear ducts. Like, her body, when she's happy, when she's sad, when she's shocked, or I don't know, any news information she gets, she cries. That's just how her body reacts. And I know we are all so freaking tired of it. I think she needs to learn. You know what she should do? She should cover her face because she drools a lot when she cries and she has like snot running down and she doesn't like wipe it off and it's really annoying to look at. So every time she cries, she should just cover her face. We don't have to look at it. Then Angel joins the chat and she looks like she wants to cut a bitch. She doesn't even acknowledge James. She doesn't want to. She doesn't even want to look at him. She doesn't want to talk to him. She doesn't want to get to know him. She wants to have nothing to do with him.
Why didn't you try to get to know James?
Do I need to?
She feels like James stole Tata away from her. But this is so annoying. Like, she's so weird for this because she's like, I feel like he stole my sister away from me, but bitch, you don't even see your sister. You live 10 hours away in Bali. So why does it matter if she's in America? Everyone thinks Tata needs to cut her sister off because she's so toxic and she's trying to break up their marriage. What do you guys think? I agree to an extent. If a family member is very, very toxic and causing a lot of emotional damage and harm onto you, you should cut them off. It doesn't matter if you're related by blood. It doesn't matter. Cut them off. I don't know why Angel hates James so much. It's weird. It's not like he's a bad person. Is he a doofus? Yes. Is he a dork? Yes. Is he a loser? Yes. But he's not a bad person. He loves Tata and he takes care of her to the best of his ability. So why does she hate him so much? It's weird. Oh, so you want to know how Tata finally got to America? Because remember, initially, she let James go and she stayed behind. So basically, she made James start the visa application for her sister to come to America.
Tata, what ultimately made you decide to come back to the United States?
That he promising me that he will bring my sister here.
So basically, she made James start the visa application for her sister to come to America. Because when he was back in Indonesia, he was like, no, I promise I'll do it. Once we get to America, we'll work on it. And she was like, I don't trust you because you have broken every single promise that you've made me so far. So it's understandable why she didn't trust him. And she was like, I'm staying here. You have to start the visa process and prove it to me, and then I will come. So he had no choice. He started it. And now, I don't know, it's in the process of it happening, I guess. And everybody on that stage is like, that's going to be a freaking disaster. Your house is going to be a war zone. And if Angel ends up in America, we need them back on another season. I need to see what goes down. I need to watch that. I do. I know you guys are so fed up with James and Tata, but I need to watch Angel try to destroy their. I know that sounds so horrible. I'm such a horrible person. Remember, I see them as reality TV characters. I don't see them as real people in real life. So yeah. Another thing that we learned is apparently in their culture, I think she said James had to ask Tata's sister Angel for her permission to marry Tata, and he never did. Now, okay, I get that he knew about it and he still didn't do it, but like he said, it's because she didn't even like him to begin with, so he knew that she was going to say no. Also, why is she so hell-bent on not accepting him? The parents already approved and accepted him and they love him as their son-in-law. So why does Angel have a giant prickly stick up her ass? Like, just take it out. And I said this before, if I were James, I would cancel that application so fast, because there is no way in hell I am going to fund and house someone who tried to destroy my character by making up a complete lie. No way. Okay, so next on the grill is James. They talk about how he made so many promises that he didn't keep, like having kids with her and learning Indonesian. Okay, I want to talk about the kids issue because I just can't believe that this is a thing. Like, James apparently promised Tata that they would have kids before they got married, and now that they're married, he changed his mind. Now, I don't know if he truly changed his mind, like before marriage, maybe he really did want kids, but he never said that. All he said is he doesn't want to have kids. He can't keep that promise because the world is a bad place. Tata is saying that she's going to live with that. Like, she's going to sacrifice her desire to be a mother because she loves James. And I do not agree with that. I think they need to break up. They need a divorce stat because she is going to regret that. If she wants Oh my God, you guys, she cried. I mean, I know she always cries, but she was crying about how much she wants to be a mother and how much she wants a kid. Then she should have a kid. James can't give that to her. James also should not be forced to have a kid when he doesn't want one. So they need to break up and find other partners. He needs to find someone who wants a child-free life, and she needs to find a partner who wants a child.
If he doesn't want to have a kid, I will still gonna be with him because I marry him. Am I gonna be hurt? Of course, because I want to have a kid so badly. I want to be mom.
So you will stay in the relationship knowing that you and James may never have a child together?
Of course, because I love him.
That issue alone on having kids or not should be a good enough reason to break up. I really hope James didn't lie to her before knowing that he didn't want kids and told her that he wanted kids or he would have kids with her just to get married with her. And like, that would be so messed up. I really hope that James didn't do that.
If she come, what's the date that she will stay? How long?
You know, it's an open up to 6 months.
Wow.
Cancel that.
Don't leave it open-ended. That's
As soon as she's here, every day is going to be, how can I save my marriage?
Oh my God, I really need to know if Angel is going to end up here, because if she does, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a dumpster fire or hellhole. She is going to make it her life mission to ruin James and Tata's marriage. Can you imagine living with Angel as James? Oh! Woo! Okay, now it's time for a break, and then after the break, it's going to be Corona and Ingi's turn. During the break, Sarper calls Ingi to give him some moral support because Sarper has Scandinavian friends, and he knows how calm and zen and quiet they are, so he calls Ingi and he's like, you need to speak up, brother. I'm on your side. I'm going to support you. I'm going to have your back. Corona is small, but she's deadly, like the coronavirus. Did you catch COVID? And he laughs so hard. We've never seen Ingi laugh. So I've actually never seen anybody laugh on the show that hard. He was like, he laughed so hard.
It is so difficult to deal with her. How did you do it? God bless you. Did you have COVID? No, the coronavirus. You found her. She is small but deadly.
So now they get back on stage and it's Corona and Ingi's turn, and Ingi musters up the courage and he tells his side of the story, and his voice is shaking like a little leaf. He's like,
I did not see the loving, fun, caring person that I fell in love with.
I thought he was going to break down crying at any moment. And then finally, when he's done sharing his side, he walks up and gets off the screen. And Corona's like, oh yeah, what a bitch move. Of course he would do that so he doesn't have to take any accountability. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then the tell-all ends and we're going to see the rest of the dumpster fire next week, which I'm really excited about. But before I end this recap, I want to say one thing about Corona. She has been airing out Ingi's their sexual experiences and what he prefers and what they've been doing. And I have a huge problem with this. I think it is so messed up. First of all, we still don't know what Ingi did that was so messed up and why she hates him so much and she's being so mean to him. But aside from that, to say, okay, so this is what, it's already out there, so I'm going to say it. But she said that she bought a bunch of toys for her, like they were going to use it on her, but then he ended up wanting it on him. And she was going on and on and on about how much he likes it up the Tootsie hole and how her fingers were there all the time and like how nothing was done for her. Like he's the worst in bed, blah, blah, blah. Like she's just annihilating him on social media. And just the fact that it's like all of their sexual experiences, it feels really, really icky. It feels really wrong. And I almost feel like that's revenge porn adjacent. It's just too much. So yeah, I don't know what he did. We better find out that he like did something so terrible and horrible to deserve all this. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait until next week. And if you guys want, if I'm free, I'm not actually, no, I can't live stream it because I can't live stream on Instagram next week because I'm gonna be visiting my parents. Oh, well, maybe I'll do it if my sister wants to watch and we can I don't know. But follow me on Instagram because that's when I'm going to do all my updates at Potato Recap. And that is it for the tell-all recap. What did you guys think? Let me know all your comments in the comment section. Oh my God, sometimes I go on autopilot and I have no idea what I'm saying. Well, that's it for the recap. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.
It was the worst of my life, and I mean that. I mean that. Ingi is a bottom. These fingers lived up his ass. Toys up his ass. I bought a bunch of toys for the two of us. They all went up his ass. Those toys were for me. Corona never got hers. He's the most selfish lover I've ever.
I think I'm gonna explode from the inside out because so many people are saying, oh, I don't believe anything Corona says because I read the article that Ingi released. So that means Ingi's telling the truth and Corona's lying. We stopped filming in February. I'm just gonna give you guys a timeline. We stopped filming in February. In April, we applied for our fiancé visa. In April, that I paid for. In April, we broke up in June. Stopped filming in February. Applied for our fiancé visas in April. Broke up in June. Y'all think I just go around claiming that ogre-ass doofus for shits and gigs? You think if I could have said the relationship was fake the whole time, I wouldn't? I would love that. That sounds great. Of course not. Of course it was fake. How could I be with that ugly-ass ogre doofus looking stupid son of a bitch? But I was. Ooh, sorry about that. I've been holding a lot of that in for like 6 months.